Alright, hello, welcome back to Jim Games as I'm going through Welcome to the Moon. Welcome to the Moon. I am now on adventure number 14. Adventure number 14. And remember, in our last one, we did this dome board. Now we are on to the virus board, which is my least favorite of them. And I'm down to playing against Margaret, level 3. So we'll see how we do with her. Let's read 39. So we had newsflash. We have just learned that a virus of unknown origin is ravaging the city. It is a shame that Governor Zarek closed all the research laboratories last year, accusing them of creating viri. We know now that it was not the case. So who has done that? Why? Everything was under control. Somebody has betrayed me. I have been too generous with these agitators. This virus has to be their doing. I should have crushed them like bugs years ago. We have two choices. Do not worry. I have everything under control. Or I have the Human Alliance under my thumb. Call them. And let's see what I get. It's odd, so I go with the top one. And so do not worry, I have everything under control. We're going to 96. Alright. Man, I'm covering up everything I need. Okay. 96. The preventive treatment created by my scientists seems to work for now. Let's take this opportunity to save as many of our followers as we can before the situation degenerates. So we're playing Mission 6. A new rule for this game. During the setup phase, you do not activate the gray virus. The game begins without any infection. At the end of the game, we'll go to a particular chapter in the book. So, the way that this generally works for this board is in one of these 4 areas, each player makes a green virus, or a gray virus. And you can make it look however you want to, so I'll just do mine like that, and then we'll circle this to show that that's where it is. And then normally it would activate right away. So, right now we're being told that it does not activate right away in this game. So that's because I guess we have that vaccine going for us. But everything else about this game is going to be the same. So now I am going to do my roll for the missions. So, looks like of the A's, I'm going to the rightmost. B's, I'm going left. And C's, I'm going left. Right now, Astra is still the Pazuraj. That's my term for the captain in the game. Okay. So I'll explain this a little bit as I'm shuffling. If you use astronauts or calendars in this game, they're used the same way as they are in other games. But you get up here to mark them off, and every 2 that you use of each one gives you a wild that you can use later. If you don't want to use one of the things that comes up, one of the actions that comes up later, you can replace it with a wild action. But you can't change what you give Astra with a wild. That would be nice, huh? Yeah, I've been playing with people lately, and so I tried to put that number side up. All right, one. Uh-oh. Well, unfortunately, our cards are mixed up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So, unfortunately, sometimes the people I play with, they put cards upside down and backwards and all around, and plus, not to mention the fact that when I gathered the cards back together later on, they got mixed up and face down. Okay, here are the missions. Mission A is to quarantine an entire row. Mission B is to completely quarantine off 3 different quadrants. And mission C is to circle all of the plants and all of the water on 2 complete rows. So with the plant or water, you get to circle a plant in the section that you write the number in. Or if you write the number for a water action in a spot that has a water tank, you get to circle that water tank. To be able to get rid of or to quarantine a hallway, you use robots. And you'll see that at work here eventually. To quarantine a room, you just have to fill in all 5 of the spaces. It can be with numbers, it can be with X's, or it may be with illnesses. Okay. Energy. When we do energy, whatever sector that we write the number in, we get to circle one of these bars underneath. There is 1 circled in each quadrant. They call them quadrants even though they're not in 4s. So you'll hear me call them sectors a lot of times. But each sector has 3 of those energy bars, 1 circled already. So each sector will score the number of rooms that have numbers or X's in them times the number of energy things that are circled. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing going. We have 7, we have 11, and we have 5. And Margaret, we would like to give her plants, water, or astronauts, but we don't want to give her robots. So we'd like to use this 5 if we can. So I think I'll do the 5 astronaut. And this will be going to Astra later on. Wow. This mat slides easily because I'm using the back side of it, because the front side had pictures on it that I didn't want messing with the cards and all. So 5 lightning bolt. This middle row has 15 in it, so you need to fill it in pretty much perfectly. So I'm going 5 here, and that was energy, so I'm going to circle an energy there. All right, 3, 6, and 10. And we've got 3 water, which is nice for me. Give her energy again. I'll do the 3 right here, which has a water tank. So I'll circle that water. Alright, we have 4, we have 7, and another 7. So I probably would like to do a plant action on this one. And let's do it with the 4. Go right there and circle a plant. 10, 12, 10. Okay. So water would be a nice one to do. Let's go ahead and do 12 water. No, I don't want to give away the robot. So I'm thinking of 10 water. That one's not as good of a number. I guess it works all right here. Okay. Note to self, don't use this mat again. 4, 6, and 11. Maybe start using robots here. And give away a plant this time. 11 robot. I'll put the 11 right here. And with the robot action, we can close up one of the, I forget what you call them, walkways in between the different sectors. And there are several of them there, even some that's hard to see. But one of the first ones that are going to open up will be the water one. So this blue virus is going to open up sooner. So I'm going to go ahead and quarantine this hallway right here. And that's something else I forgot to do. It's been a while. Okay, whenever I circle a plant, I cross off a plant down here. And with the water, when I circle a water, I've got to cross off one down here. So with that second water, that crosses off the 0. So now I am scoring 10 points for water, and I've got a free energy to use. So I'll go ahead and use that energy right here. So maybe I can get a 1 or 2 plant over there. But the next time that I circle a water, that blue virus is going to happen. So I've got 7, I've got 9, and I've got 12. I think I want to use astronaut this time. So I'll go ahead and use the 9 astronaut. And I'll leave it as a 9. I'll do it right here in the middle. And cross off astronaut up there. Eight, 11, 10. A couple of robots there, so this is the card I would want to give away. So I'll do 8 robot. Make that 9 a little more legible. And an 8's going to go right there. And then this blue has a hallway right there that's hard to see, so I'll do that one next. And then there's that one left in the blue room to get rid of. So when I do pop the blue virus, I can have it contained fairly easily. 7, 13, and 3. Okay. 7 water. We could do 3 water. Alright. I'm going to do 3 water. Put the 3 right here. Circle the water. Cross off a water. And that one's connected to this blue virus right here. So this blue virus is now going to activate on everybody's board if it was a multiplayer game. I'm the only one that has a board here. So I now have to do a propagation. The way that works is we start with this room and go towards the right and then work our way down. And every virus that's activated will spread. So the first one that's going to hit on our board is this blue one. And we can cross off any room in here. And I'm going to go ahead and get a red marker for this. We'll just get rid of that one. And then anyone in this room here. So I'll go with that right there. Alright. 9, 9, and 11. Okay, I'm going to do 11 plant. Do that right here. That'll circle this plant and cross that off. Crosses that off, which makes plants now worth 5. And I get a free robot. So green is going to open up next, most likely. So I'll start cordoning off the green room right here. There's that catwalk, this one here, and this one going down that way, and this one here. Actually, this one here, I said that was the only one left. There's also one going down there. $14, $14, and 6. So I'm going to look at 14 plant, most likely. Give away this calendar. So, ooh. Okay. Well, I'll do the 14 plant up here. Cross off that plant. Nine, 13, and another 13. And I was supposed to activate one of these right here when I activated a virus by myself, doing a plant or water action or one of those propagations. Alright, 9, 13, 13. I'm going to do 13 robot. Do the 13 right here. And for robot, I need to start closing off this one. This one has 3 ways out. And I want to protect this room here because I want to get all the plants and all the waters circled in that row and some other row. So I don't want the disease to stop me from doing that. All right, 1, 6, and 7. So this 6 plant would do well for me. Well, I'd be using one of those, but I'd be giving away a robot. So we're going to give away the 6 and do 1 robot. Do the 1 right here. And then I think I want this row to possibly be a good one for me. So I'll block off this hallway there. All right, 5, 8, and 6. I think I'll do 6 robot. I'll put the 6 right here. And then let's block this one off here. So I need to completely close off 3 rooms for one of these missions. All right, 5, 8, and 4. So I've got a plant there that I can do. I would have to use the 5 in order to not give away the robot. But that would work real nicely right here. 5, plant, cross off plant, cross off this 5. That makes plants 10 points for me now. And I have another free robot to use. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one here, and that makes 1 sector here totally closed off. And I'm just going to put an X here next to the virus symbol to show that that one's completely quarantined, so the virus will not spread out of that room. 5, 2, 15, now will 2 plant work really well? It most certainly will. Get rid of the lightning bolt, put the 2 here, circle the plant right there, cross off plant here, but that's going to make the green virus happen. So I'll circle that. Now, I'll go ahead and score this room now. We have quarantined this row, or this sector. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers filled in times 1, 2, 3 energies circled. That's a 15-point room right there. Maximum score on that room. Wonderful. But now, since we made a virus happen ourselves, we circle another one of these bonuses. And remember, I can use those to avoid giving a card to Margaret. Also, I now have to do a propagation since a virus was initiated this turn. So, this one's going to go first because we start at the top and work our way to the right and down. So that one, we'll just put it in the first spot. Right here, we'll just work our way backwards there. And for this room, we'll just go right there. Now, when a virus has nowhere else to spread in its current room, then it spreads to all rooms with open hallways. That's why we are closing the hallways, so that the virus won't expand out of them. 9, 12, and 8, and then we have an A coming up. So the 12 and the plant would be what I would like to use. And that gives away this lightning bolt. Here's the 12. There's the plant. Cross off plant there. All right, now the Astra A, wow, and the C also. On the first draw, whenever we draw one of those, immediately activate the green or blue virus or trigger a wait a minute. On the first draw, whenever you draw an Astra effect card, either A, B, or C, Astra immediately activates the green or blue virus or triggers a propagation. In the scoring area, choose a virus activation symbol still available between green and blue, cross it off, and activate the corresponding virus. If both of them are already activated, then we instead select a propagation symbol still available and cross it off. Then we immediately, and not on phase 5, trigger a propagation of all active viri. So, A is going to, we got both green and blue already, so we have to cross off one of these propagations. So that's a propagation symbol right there. I've crossed it off, and now we're going to propagate, which means spreading the viri again. So with this green one, let's go here. With the blue one, let's go there. And with this gray one, we'll go there. Now that finishes that room, so we are going to go ahead and score it. So that's 2 numbers times just 1 circle. That's 2 points for that room. So that's a quarantined room now. Now for the C, we have to do another one of these. So let's cross off this one here and propagate again. So we'll do this one right here for green. For the blue, let's go this one here. And this one can no longer propagate. It's out of room in its current room, and it's totally quarantined off. All right, evacuate was the word I meant earlier for this room. All right, 15, 8, and 1. So I still need to get a water that's less than 5. The only other place I stand the best chance of getting all water and plants on the row is up there. So I'm going to do 15 and that. The planning. Planning is not bad in this game. You don't lose points for it. So I'm going to go 15 right here. And for my... No, wait a minute. That's not where I wanted to do the 15. I'm going to do 15 right here. And then for my X, I'll go right here. Then I used a calendar, so I'll scratch it off up there. So getting those X's on the board, will fill up these rooms a bit faster. 8, 12, and then here's the B. So let's get rid of another propagation symbol. Do this one here. And then we're going to propagate again. So the green one is going to finish that room off. The blue one is going to finish that room off. And again, the gray one cannot spread. And there's 8. Well, there's my water, but it's not less than 5. But I still need another decent water. So let's give that away and make it 8 water. Put the 8 right there and circle that water. Cross off this water. Water is now worth 20 to me. And I've got another energy. And let's make this a higher scoring room. By the way, I should score these now. This room is 1 times 1, so just 1. And this room is 0. Not getting anything there at all. Okay. That's what I did. 8 water. 10. 3. 9. Actually, 10 plant is good. So I can put that right here. Circle plant. Cross off a plant here. Plants are now worth 20, and I get a free robot usage right now. So green is going to start spreading outside of its borders, and so will blue. I don't want it coming down here. So let's close off that corridor. Two. 5. And 10. Don't like. But I do want to finally use one of those if I can. We'll use the 2. So I can put the 2 right here. I will use it as a 2. And then that gives me a wild symbol later. I can pick up one of my waters that I want. Alright, last time through the first time of the deck. 11, 4, and 6. So there's the 4 that I want water with. But I also want plant with it. So 4 plant will go, we'll put it right there. Circle that plant right there. Make sure I've given Astra enough cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Now the next time that we see the A, B's, and C's that come up, we immediately activate the virus that's shown on the mission card itself, A, B, or C, and immediately, not waiting until the end of the turn, trigger a propagation of all of the active viri. And we also flip over the A, B, or C mission card. Okay, I'm a couple of turns away from scoring the C mission. And I'm a few turns away from being able to do the A mission. So let's see if I can get them. Well, there's the A already. So the A is going to trigger the red virus. And we'll also flip that over. Although I can still score it on this turn if I would have been able to. But there's no way for me to. So now we are going to propagate all the viri that are active. So this red one, we'll just do that there. This green one can't go here, so it's going to go to all rooms with open hallways to it. So that's closed, this is closed, but it can spread down here. And those are the only three. Oh no, it can spread down there. And I hate that because now I can't get all water and plants in that row. But I still have it going well down here. Alright, for the blue virus, it can't spread anymore in its own room. So it's going to spread outward from there. And the only place it's still open is this way here. So we'll just continue over there like that. And the gray is still completely closed. All right, 8 and 11. I'm going to do one that robot. I'm going to use a wild action to make it water. Put it here. And that's another water. And I've triggered a propagation right here. However, that propagation, okay, in the regular multiplayer game, when you trigger one of these propagations in plant or water, it only happens for your opponents. And when you trigger one of these two and the system errors, it happens only for you. And I believe here that this is just going to trigger another one of these for me, the circle. But I don't have to worry about a propagation, which is great. It's way too many I will have to be dealing with. But it does help the game end sooner. All right, 12, 5, and 14. I'm hoping with that water it's less than 4. Okay, well, I'm going to get rid of this one. And it's 5 or 14 robot. I'll just do the 14 robot. Let's put the 14 here. And with the robot, see, I want to protect this area down here. This room can still be affected by the purple virus when it picks up, so I'll get rid of this hallway right here. I'll isolate that. And this room is totally quarantined now. Do I have another one totally quarantined? That would be great. I do not. If I can quarantine that, then I will have mission B complete. All right, 6, 8, come on, less than 4. Nope, 11. 8 robot. Put the 8 here. Go ahead and close off that, which means that this blue room is now totally quarantined off. And that's 3 rooms totally quarantined. 11 points for mission B, but I have activated the purple virus. That one right there. Since I activated a virus, I will do that circle. And the game is very close to coming to an end because of all the propagations happening. So I'm going to stop giving Astra cards starting on this next turn. Right now, though, we do have to do this propagation. So the red one goes first. And then this green one spreads to all connected rooms. Can't go that way anymore. That room's full. So this one can't go anywhere. Then this purple one would spread up to here. Up to there, but that's full. Over to there, that's full. It's blocked there, it's blocked here, and over there is full. And this is the last time that it's ever going to spread anywhere, because both of the ways that it spread this turn are full now. So I'll go ahead and X that out. This blue one is X'd out. And then the gray one is X'd out. Those are controlled pretty well. 7, 10, and 11. And I am going to need to do this. So I'll put the 11 there. And then as far as an X goes, I'll just put the X right here. But that gives me a wild. And by the way, I did say I would stop giving her cards starting with this turn, using those. Even though that was only a 2-pointer. All right, 14, 8, and 3. There we go. That's what I needed. So I'm going to use another one of these to avoid giving a card away. I'm doing 3, and then I'm using my wild symbol to make that water. Right here, 3 water. Mark off that water. By the way, I did that earlier. So we are now at 35 points for water. And I get another energy symbol to use. And I've been forgetting to score some of these places. I can't do one in a room that's already scored. So I'll go right here because I'm doing pretty well in that room. And let's hit some of these rooms I haven't done my scoring for yet. 2 times 1 is 2. Ooh, something else I haven't done. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And that is a whole row evacuated, which scores me A. So I get the 3 points for that. And I just now scored C on this turn, so this will be the end of the game. So since it is the end of the game, because I've scored all 3 missions, right here's 10. I've activated another virus, this yellow one. We have to do the propagation of that virus now, and then the game will be over. So this red one spreads that direction, and it spreads down this way to here, but that's full. Down that way to here, but that's full. Okay, with the green, it can't go any farther. Neither can the purple. Neither can the blue. But this yellow one, right there in its own room, there's a spot. And that one's blocked. So now at this point, I believe that we score the rest of the rooms. Yeah, we evacuate all of the remaining incomplete quarters. So, up here, 2 times 1 is 2. Right here, 2 times 1 is 2. Right here, 3 times 1 is 1. Down here, 3 times 2 is 6. We have 24 for the missions. Which, by the way, if you're wondering, we ended the game because we scored all 3 missions. All right, water is worth 20. No, plants. Water is worth 35. Now for our rooms, we've got 10, 20, 38, 40, 45. Now, we need to count all of the sick rooms, and we lose 1 point for each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think that's the least I've ever seen on those. And I had no system errors. So my score is 80 minus 20 is 60. Then there's 80, 104. And we're going to see what Astra got. So I don't think I gave her any robots at all. There are none. So the 4 pointers, those would be the lightning bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 40. 3-point-ones would be the calendars. 1, 2, just 2. 6 points. Everything else is 2 points. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. 24. So 30, 70, 75. And she was level 3. 3 times 4 is 12. So she got 87. So I finally won a game again. I better have beat level 3, I'll tell you. Margaret, if I lost to her, how terrible. Okay. So 4 points for me. And I become captain again. Actually, I stay captain in every game unless the book tells me otherwise when it's a solo game. Margaret does get 2 stars. So she's up to 12 total, and so am I. And now we are going to 132. It was not that hard, you see. To handle an epidemic requires experience. Now we must go back to Neosolaris. Fortunately, I know these systems inside out. With me as governor, it won't be the same way. I can guarantee it. So we're saving the game here, and then we're resuming right here at 132. So I'll write the 132 in the next spot. And I think that's everything. So see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.